right, everybody, welcome to our first episode of Discussta. For those of you who might think we're referring to the smell, we're actually referring to discussing Augusta.
Yes.
And I am going to be one of your hosts, Nick Walbert, and I'm going to be joined by
Brandon Barton.
And also we want to shout out Andrew Chalker, who's our producer in the back.
Yes, GOAT.
So today we're going to be actually talking with president of a student organization here at Augusta, DylanTaylor. And so, yeah, Dylan, why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm originally from here, born and raised.
Nice.
Spent a lot of time in Augusta. I'm a senior right now. I'm still a molecular biology student.
Dang.
Like you said, I'm president of the pre-med organization on campus and help with a few other things as well. So I
Nice.
know a lot about the area.
Yeah.
A little bit too much about the school too.
Nice. What high school did you go to?
I was at Greenbrier High School.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I've always heard a lot about Greenbrier and then like Westminster, and those are like the big two over
All
in
good
like the
things,
Augusta
right?
area.
All good things.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Riverside.
All good things.
Or no, Lakeside.
Lakeside, yeah.
So how did you land on that major? Like what made you want to do that?
So I've always wanted to go into medicine. My father's a physician, and so I kind of grew up around it. And then in high school, I was able to they had a STEM program at Greenbrier where we were able to do like clinical work, and we go in every week to different hospitals and shadow and assist with different
That's awesome.
responsibilities. And I really enjoyed it there. And then as I continued shadowing, I just felt like it was something that I really wanted to do. I liked the process of diagnosing and asking patients questions and trying to I guess critically think and solve their problems, and then be able to make those connections with them. I'm a very personal person. I like to make connections. So
Yeah, that's good.
awesome.
Networker.
yes,
Nice.
definitely.
So obviously your love for the healthcare field made you want to join the pre-med club. Can you give us more information about what the pre-med club even is?
Yeah, so the pre-med club is an organization of pre-med students that are our future doctors. In all reality, it's really just a pool. We've tried to create it to be a pool of resources that we can all share with one another, whether it be volunteer opportunities, shadow opportunities, just advice on preparing for the MCAT, preparing for, whatever classes, suggestions on what classes to take, what professors to take. Because Augusta is a very big area for healthcare. But honestly, up until recently, it seems like a lot of the pre-med students were kind of underrepresented here. So that's part of the purpose in making it, was just to provide that community.
You definitely get a lot more about the big picture instead of like the people, like you get more of the macro versus the micro of like the people who are actually in there doing things.
Right.
So how did you like get involved in that? What led you to be the guy?
So it was actually a complete accident.
Okay.
I remember it was like about a year and a half ago. I was going to I was trying to get involved with some student organizations because I just wanted stuff to do. I wanted to beef up my resume too, of course. So I went to some like club meeting, and the club meeting ended up being canceled and nobody said anything.
Dang.
But one other girl showed up, and she was the current president of the pre-med club, and she had just started it. She was like, hey, and I started talking to her. We figured out we're both pre-med students, and she gave me a position on her exec board. And then so I worked with her for about a year, and then she graduated, and I guess I got voted as the next president.
Dang.
So I've been doing that since about March or April, because she left like halfway through the semester. So.
Gotcha.
So
like
a happy accident.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a real Luke and Yoda situation there. It's like,
Yeah.
please let me pass the torch.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
What type of events do y'all do? Do y'all just do like weekly meetings? Do y'all have monthly meetings? Do y'all just get together whenever? Like, what's y'all's schedule for events and
So
meetings?
we tried to do monthly meetings. My philosophy is kind of like, don't meet unless there's a purpose in meeting. I don't like wasting people's time just
Good
having
man.
meetings to have meetings. I think that's pretty pointless. But whenever we do have service opportunities, volunteer opportunities, people that reach out to us, that want to come talk to us, that's when we have our meetings. So there's not really like I don't really like a specific structure in that sense, but whenever we have stuff to present, we always love to present it. And we have stuff even up to the weekly level. Like I have a personal service foundation apart from the university that I run.
Awesome.
Dang.
That does weekly service projects with the Children's Hospital. So
That's sick.
people from the club get involved in that, and there's always little things, and every once in a while we have big events too. So
Cool. Have you been a part of any other organizations at Augusta University?
So I guess I'm part of the esports program.
Okay.
Nice.
Varsity Rocket League.
Dude,
Nice.
my guy. Dude, what's your rank in Rocket League?
Right now I'm GC2.
Okay.
So,
Dude, that's sick. Do you have a like favorite game type? Are you a rumble guy? Are you a drop
no,
shot?
I'm definitely a twos guy.
Really?
Don't play any extra modes.
That's
I do
incredible.
not enjoy them.
Dude. Yeah, that's awesome. I play with my brother, and sometimes it's a little tough to get ranked up in there with the.
It's a frustrating game, but it's fun.
Yes, it's very fun.
Yeah, so I do that, and then I'm a student representative for the College of Science and Math. So that's not necessarily an organization, but we do a lot of stuff with Dr. Greiner and a bunch of the department heads down there. So that's also another responsibility too.
Dang.
I mean, there's a lot of good involvement that you're getting on campus. I mean, you're in several different areas, so it's really nice to hear that you don't just focus on one area, that you're actually somewhat spread out.
It's all about connections.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it definitely sounds like you're getting the most out of like the college experience, especially with like being a senior as well. I mean, you're getting the most out of it within the last year.
So do you feel like doing all of these organizations or just activities, do you feel like it's helped your college experience be better?
I would definitely say so. I've met a lot of people through them, people that I'm friends with, as well as people that I hope to work with in the future. So I would say it's definitely benefited me a lot. I'm the type of person that needs to be busy at all times, so it's helped me to stay busy, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Have you run into any issues with that? Like, I mean, heading up a lot of different things and like stretching yourself out a lot. Have you like had any issues with like burnout or
Definitely. It's definitely stressful. There'll be times when like I do kind of neglect the things I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
But I do stay on top of it most of the time. But it's definitely hard. It's definitely hard when you factor in all that extracurricular stuff, plus work, plus school, plus, trying to maintain a social life too. It's a tough balance to find.
Absolutely. Where do you work at?
I work at Jim Hudson Lexus. So
Okay.
Nice.
my best friend's mom, she's the manager. She convinced me to work there a couple of years ago. I've been doing technology for them. Technology in quotation marks.
That is
For
awesome.
the past couple of years. It's an easy job.
Wow.
Has all of your, I guess even now your job, even on top of that, has this allowed like networking for you to open up?
Definitely. So of course, when you're being involved in these different organizations, you're communicating with, you're meeting more people, so you're networking that way. But actually through work, I've met so many people. I've gotten put into a lot of really good opportunities just because Lexus is a little bit of a nicer place. A lot of the professors, a lot of the doctors, a lot of people come through that dealership, and all of my coworkers know my goals and my career path. So whenever they have somebody or know somebody, they always introduce me, and it's really helpful. I've met a lot of people through that. So
That's awesome to hear. So is there any advice that you would give to other students who aren't active on campus, like with student organizations or anything?
yeah, I would definitely, what I did is I would invite them to like make a vision for themselves. If they know where they want to be, then you'll be able to make goals and steps into getting there. And usually those steps do involve being more involved in school in whatever capacity it may be. So that's the first thing, is to get a vision for, I guess, who you are, what you want to be, who you want to be remembered as. And then from there, setting goals and finding opportunities to get yourself to the spots you want to be in, because it's all here to benefit us, really. It's not, me being president of the pre-med club doesn't benefit the university in any way. It's all beneficial to us and the student bodies.
I have to agree with that 100% because I know my freshman year at AU, I didn't get involved at all. I would go to class, go to the dining hall, and go back to my dorm room, occasionally hang out with friends that I had made. That was about it. It wasn't until my sophomore year when I got involved. And I joined a fraternity. I joined some other organizations on campus. And it gave me more fulfillment out of it too, because I feel like a lot of the issues that I was having my previous semester, like I was going home every weekend. I felt like I didn't really have anything to do, kind of bored. Definitely getting involved with organizations helped out with that. And like you said too, you have to make a vision for yourself, and having that vision after joining all these organizations, started to become fulfilled.
Yeah, and very similar to Nick. I was like, whenever I showed up for like my first year, it was like a very show up, show out, head out kind of situation. But yeah, I agree. Like being involved in campus like clubs and whatnot, it's definitely made the whole college experience better. So with the pre-med club, are there like any events that you have coming up or anything that you want to like just put out there for the students to know to
Yeah, for sure. We have 2 larger events coming up over the next couple of weeks. On Monday, we're having somebody from the medical physiology program come and speak to us at 5 p.m. in the JSAT Coffee House. It's a recently made program here at Augusta University, and it's basically like a bridge program. If you don't find your grades or your resume to be strong enough to match to get accepted into a medical school that you want, you take this master's program. It's a 1-year program. You graduate with a degree in medical physiology, and then you apply to your post-grad school. So she's coming to speak to us on Monday. And then on March, I think it's 13th, we're having an event with Alpha Sig, 80 Pi, and the Pickleball Club. And we're going to be doing a fundraiser on behalf of Ronald McDonald with all the proceeds being donated there. It's going to be at the Christenberry Fieldhouse. It's going to be from 3:30 to 8:30. You sign up for a 1-hour time slot, and you get to play pickleball for an hour for $10. Or you can play longer if you want. But
That's awesome.
it's we're looking forward to that. That's one of our bigger events that we're doing. And those are the main things we have coming up.
Yeah, that's great to hear.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Dylan, for joining us. I think that's going to be all the time that we have. Just lastly, is there like any like social media guys or platforms that you guys have that you want to plug in?
Yeah, we have an Instagram page. I think it's just AU Pre-Med Club. So if you want to go follow that, that'd be cool. You can stay up to date with events that we have and that we help promote other organizations' events too. So you can get more involved that way as well. You'll be able to see more stuff. So
March 13th is when you said the pickleball tournament
March
is going to be
13th.
March 13th. Awesome.
Very nice.
Thank you, Dylan, again.
Yeah, follow esports as well. Got to get that out there.
Yes, follow it. Augusta University Esports on Instagram.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
might see me on there.
Well, thank you all for listening. Again, thank you, Dylan, and hope everyone has a great day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This has been Discussta, where we look at students and the bigger impact in the Augusta area.
Discussta is not affiliated with the Augusta University campus. All opinions here are created by students alone.